There's the camera. Hey, it's Bourbon Night.
Happy Sunday.
Guess I didn't hit that button.
That's Chad. I'm Sarah.
You know it. You
Or
know
maybe
it.
they don't.
You don't know it.
I feel like we get someone every week that's like, this is my
No,
first
you do.
live.
It does look
So you never know. It does look dark.
Dark or
What'd you do?
something's going on.
Well, I mean, I'm wearing hats, so my face is going to be dark. But
Oh, I know what it is.
Uh-oh, what'd you do?
Nothing.
It doesn't sound like very
But I know how to fix it.
convincing. Okay.
I know how to fix it. But I'm gonna go back to this graphic for a second. Excuse me.
Okay, bye.
We can still talk.
Oh, they can still hear me?
Yeah.
So I shouldn't say anything about them right now. Okay. I see some questions about I will tell people something. What am I supposed to be telling? Let's see. I see who is this? Tony Bag of Donuts says Sarah will tell me, and somebody else said that I would tell them something, but I don't know what I'm supposed to be telling, so let me know. And then we'll tell you if I can. I don't know. I'll do what I can.
How's that? Much better.
We had a big football win in our town yesterday. We were actually out of town, but yeah,
Much better.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, you ready?
The camera was in log setting, so everything was...
We don't care about. I'm just kidding.
Well, actually...
I'm just teasing him. He could take it.
I can't take it. Not tonight.
Tell us more, Chad.
Not tonight. Well, it's the log setting.
No, it's
so-
okay. I was joking.
Oh, you were being facetious.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fine. Tonight we're going to do some samples. We're going to open some new bottles. We're not going to get crazy. This is not going to be like last week.
It will not be like last week.
but
let's just get that out of the way right
Speaking
ahead.
of that, we need to thank again Trev Wilson from the Bourbon Ranch YouTube channel and from being our first mod, I think. Well, not our first mod, but...
An early mod adopter.
Yes, an early mod
Not
adopter.
the first mod. Definitely not.
But he's maybe the oldest as far as sticking around.
Oh, I was like,
Maybe.
he's the baby.
He's
the baby.
He's the youngest.
No, I would. Let's not. I don't know. Assign them time lengths and who's the oldest and who's in there the most. Whatever. Like it's basically volunteer work, and we appreciate everything that each and every mod has or will do for us.
I'm just talking about Trev. I'm just talking about Shaft.
Okay.
Okay. We'll start here.
We'll start where Chad says we're gonna start. I need something. My throat is.
We were out of town, and we're going to be out of town tomorrow on a barrel pick, an early in the morning barrel pick, so we can't get too
wild.
Can't get too crazy. But we already have a super chat of the first super chat of the evening, and that's from Glenn and Kathy Golf Whiskey.
Saying, for the new couch fund after yesterday's game. Like, honestly, I don't understand it. I get it, but I don't get it. I don't like it. It's kind of embarrassing. Like, I'm like, come on, town. Act like you've won something before. Like, let's not. We lost. We're going to light everything on fire. We won. We're also going to light everything on fire.
Yeah.
I'm not into it. So I was actually kind of glad that we were out of town yesterday.
Yeah.
Because we didn't have to deal with that.
Yeah.
Not that we live near where the most of that happens, but still.
True. Speaking of mods, we got some mods in here. Some newly crowned ones and some legacies.
2 weeks.
Yeah, Jose, Nutty Squad team leader. We got Joseph Brazo. We got Swan. We got Kilco. Yeah, got some mods in the house tonight.
We do. I feel like we're all over the place. We're like ping, 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 ping right now.
Welcome to the show.
Well, I like more organization, but that's just the story of my life. So this is Hog Back Distillery. We talked about this a little bit last week at the beginning. Oak and Aspen Bourbon, 88 proof. I'm very impressed. 2 year.
Yeah.
Didn't taste. I just took a sip and it didn't taste like that at all.
It doesn't taste like 88 proof.
And this is from Chris from Colorado. So thank you so much for sending those. We've got a couple others from the distillery.
His home state.
Yeah.
Showing some home state love to us. So we appreciate that.
The first thing that we've had from that distillery. So it's a new experience for us.
Yeah, I see Sean. Let me pull that up there. Yeah, as a UK fan, never understood burning things and destroying your town, whether it be a big win or a big loss.
No, I agree.
I don't think things get burnt on a loss, really.
Well, I think we got to look at the people who were the culprits. Like, I would say that's the only thing that you see in the news. You don't see all the people who just went home and went to bed.
Or just went downtown and had a nice pour.
celebrate with a beer.
Well behaved.
Do your thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's always gonna be somebody that ruins it for everybody, right?
If you're not familiar with what we're talking about,
sorry, yeah, I guess we're just really talking.
UK beat Florida in football last night. First time in
Sorry if you're from Florida.
30-something.
It's been a lot of years.
And now we're 5-0, which is great.
Yes.
And we were not expected to win, obviously.
But our town chooses to react by burning things, namely couches.
I mean, that started with basketball, but that was like, Elite Eight, Final Four.
I don't care.
Championship
But
stuff.
I still don't care when it was. Like, just don't.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, it's.
And they like flip cars and stuff too. They're crazy.
Do you have no like standards now for when the couches come out? It's just any old.
Anytime.
Not that the Florida was just any old win.
But I think that they're just
still.
Anyways, we're not here to talk about that. This isn't Kentucky Sports Radio.
No.
So
yeah.
Joseph Brazo said, "Go sport."
Go local sport team.
Yeah.
Hog Back Distillery. 60% corn, 36% rye, and 4% barley. So this is a high rye, and I do feel it in the chest area.
It's nice, yeah.
Yes.
It's actually, I don't know why. I think it's because the weather's been changing, warm, cold here. My throat has been a little scratchy. So I had a nice tea before this. So this is actually lovely.
This is
Feels
lovely.
good on the throat.
On the throat, yes. We have two more from the same distillery. They do go up in proof, 122 and 129.6.
Ooh.
So we have a rum finished.
Ooh, I like that.
And it looks like just a barrel proof version of what we're drinking right now. So maybe we should go to that one next. We might hold that finished one off maybe towards the end.
Okay.
Since it gets, it goes finished.
Fair enough.
But
We're
so
gonna go
far,
ahead and- I like this
I'm
a
impressed
lot.
with this distillery.
Honestly, we'll have to reach out, or if Chris is in the chat, maybe he can let us know what this Oak and Aspen bourbon costs. I'm really impressed with this at a 2-year, at 88 proof, at how much I like this.
Do some barrel picks maybe if they do that.
Yeah, and I really feel like this is something that, I could take to a gathering of people, and I feel like
A gathering of people.
A gathering of people. Because that's what gathering
She has to
is.
specify, because sometimes there's a gathering of
dogs.
Yeah, exactly.
Wouldn't take it there. No, I always use tailgate as an example, but just to hang out. And I feel like this would be a really good, not too high proof to where if you have a few, it's not going to get you in trouble and all that. It's nice. I like it. I wonder how much it costs.
Shall see. I'm just going to use the same glass, because it's the same stuff. It's just turned up a wee notch.
Turnt.
It's turned up.
Did I spill? Yes,
No.
I did.
So we'll get some more in our glass for this next super chat coming in. Oh, Melissa Wadsworth. Hello, Melissa.
We'll be seeing your husband tomorrow. She says, here to support y'all while John is in Kentucky. Always a bourbon booster. Cheers. I love it.
Bourbon booster. I love
Bourbon
that.
booster.
Yeah, John is one of, what are we tomorrow? A pick team of 6?
8, including us.
8. Okay. We're going to Bullet
To do a
pick our first official, it's Bourbon Night Bullet pick. We've each been
Separately
on
for someone else's.
on a pick, but thank you, Melissa.
Yeah,
we'll try to
thank you.
take good care of John.
We'll take good care. We'll make sure he has a good time.
No promises.
We will get him on his plane in time home.
And that cowbell cheers also goes for Doug, who says, as a Bourbon and UF football fan, I am conflicted with the word Lexington. Other than that, I got nothing. Well,
Hey, but honestly, I feel that. I feel like I'm going to get some hate for saying this, but I feel like UK just has, I don't know, would you call it a reputation? Clearly we don't know how to behave when we win or lose sporting events, but also, our basketball team's got quite the
prowess.
Yes, and so I feel
reputation.
like
First of 2,000 wins.
I feel like it's pretty easy to hate us.
Right.
Because
Man, I'm wearing
hate us because they ain't us.
the wrong shade of
I'm just
blue
kidding.
for all this UK talk, aren't I? But thank you,
No,
Doug.
I get it, though.
We do appreciate that.
That's fun. Sports rivalries.
So
Fun times.
we switched to the 122 proof. It's still a 2-year. It's that same mash bill. Again, it's from Hog Back Distillery.
This is
Oak and
peppery.
Aspen bourbon.
It's got some pepper.
Different change on the nose.
Yeah, definitely change. It is giving me big Kentucky hugs or Colorado hugs.
Hugs.
It's spreading out. It feels really good because my throat is like a little scratchy, it actually feels amazing, and I think it's due to the rye content and the proof. This isn't the same one.
Does it smell cold to you?
Like temperature?
Yeah, temperature cold.
I mean, what other cold? Like distant?
Yeah, like it's distant and just not...
It's just not into
communicating like it used to.
You guys have lost your connection, that initial spark.
Yeah. No, I swear, it smells cold, or almost like you smell dry ice or something coming out of a freezer.
I said peppery. I think it also might have like weird, but like maybe a little bit of like spruce tree or something that makes you think of winter. Not pine, I guess. I don't know. Evergreen. That kind of gives you a wintry feel. I don't know. Y'all are funny. I'll have to try to keep up with the chat.
122 proof. And that high rye, that 36% rye. Yeah, it almost is like I'm wearing Carolina blue.
Wow. Good job.
This is just the shirt that I had on today, and I was like,
Why would I change? Why change? You're fine just like you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Lando said, does it smell cold as the Rockies? Maybe that's it.
Silver bullet.
That's a good joke. I like that. This is nice.
It is.
I actually feel like I get
a lot more of the wood.
Breathe a little bit deeper or something. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's like I'm standing on the top of a mountain.
That crisp mountain air. No, I think that's just, what do you call it? I don't know. Placebo? But not really.
Effervescent?
You know what I'm talking about. No, it's okay. Never mind. Sean Dobbins says, never change, Chad. We're just texting now. Cute.
Well, yeah, it's work related, Sarah.
Oh, okay. Well, tell them that while they're watching. Is that what you guys want to see?
Sorry, guys.
What if we do an hour long of just Chad texting and
I'm just going to take this offline.
Giggling at different videos he watches.
Well, not offline. Like in the business world offline, not like on the internet offline. It's trying to do more business talk.
Oh, I see. Well, I'm almost done with this one. So we're saving the other one for the end?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just because it's finished.
Okay. I'm actually 2 for 2. I really like these. Mm-hmm.
Like 2 for 2. Will it be 3 for 3? Stay tuned to the end of the show to find out.
I mean, I can't.
That's what you call a hook. See? You're like...
Thanks for explaining a hook. Yeah, I can't say, like, for certain, like, you know, when we do uncorkings, we do the yes or no. Like, taste-wise, I would say yes. Price, I don't know, so I can't say.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Like,
we don't have the full story.
Right. I mean, this is a really good 2-year 88 proof. And if it was, like, $30, I'd be like, do it. Try it.
Oh, yeah.
If it's, like... I always do this. I back myself in these corners. If it's, like, 80, I'm going to be like...
And
okay.
Then what? Well, actually, it's 95. No, we don't know.
We don't know.
Hey, speaking of Trev, we gushed about you earlier, Trev. We will not say it again, so you'll just have to watch the replay.
Or just live in mystery, not knowing the nice things that we said about you.
There you go. I prefer that, actually. T. Rev Wilson.
He's a cool guy. Yeah. Peppery and evergreen, a little bit of mint. But the proof is really nice. I think that could be a good winter pour, a winter warmer.
Winter warmer,
if you will. It really gets you right here. It's nice.
Right there.
Yeah. Warms you right up. I love it.
Let's do
have some water.
Let's do some what's news, because we got some what's news.
Okay.
Some things that we won't be opening tonight, but we will be soon.
What are we gonna drink while we do the what's news?
Don't know. Let's get something open. Then we'll do the West News.
Okay.
Let's do that.
We'll go through them all, so.
Barrel Street.
These guys were super cool. We met them at Kentucky Bourbon Festival.
Yeah.
Very nice. Had a full conversation with me.
But we have to thank Takupa, who is also on our barrel pick team tomorrow.
He won the slots. The very generous donor of this bottle as well.
If you want to go on barrel picks with us, we open that up to our Patreon community. The top tiers get the advantage.
Yes. Well, it depends on how many slots we have available, because each distillery is different. Sometimes you can bring 12 people. Sometimes you can only bring 2 people.
Yeah.
And that has all been in flux with like COVID and stuff. So based on how many spots we have, we open it up to our top 2 to 3 tiers, and then
do a drawing.
We do, yeah. So if you are, especially for the in-person ones, if you have to be available to be at the distillery on that date, and so if you agree to that, then you enter, and then we do a random drawing, and then, bloop, and then we see where it falls, and then you come.
Yeah.
And the virtual ones are cool too, because like I think people who don't have the opportunity to just travel, you know, on a month's advance notice, can participate too, and they'll mail you samples. It's nice.
Yeah.
Scott Paisley would like to know which batch.
I shall tell you, Scott. This is batch 6.
Batch 6.
This is 115.8 proof. This is their 4-grain straight bourbon whiskey, barrel strength corn, rye, wheat, malted barley. Let's see. This batch was blended from 3 bourbon mash bills that are aged a minimum of 43 months. Wow, 43 months. In new American oak barrels. Well, I remember that. I remember they were kind of on the youthful side, but they don't taste like it. Then each barrel was carefully hand-selected and blended into a single batch to create this unique offering. So it's not a single barrel. It is sounds like a small batch.
It gives me kind of a caramel apple nose.
Bottled in Bardstown.
What do you think?
Caramel apple. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Caramel apple.
Because it's not 100% apple, but I think that's a good.
There's a question about if it's their distillate. I'm not sure. I think, is this Bardstown Bourbon Company contract distilling for them?
So, I talked to them at the end of the night.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. It's MGP. Lawrenceburg, Indiana.
I talked to them at the end of the evening, and I don't remember exactly what we talked
Yeah.
about. But I know I got a card because I was like, I'm not going to remember this.
Yeah, no, so it's MGP.
It is very fall-like. I agree, Scott. Ooh. It's got some cinnamon in there.
4-grain, though.
Cinnamon, apple. Hey,
there's Ray. Another newly knighted
Ayo, Ray.
mod, because he's king of the north. And it's got that appley taste.
Yeah, a little apple, a little cinnamon, a little brown sugar. Got a little pie thing going on. I like it. But not so sweet, because it's got the proof, right?
Quite often we'll get that apple spice taste in like a 95.5 MGP rye.
Which makes sense because
of
the
spice. And with this being a 4-grain, I feel like it's sort of like that taste mixed in with some of their bourbon that, you know, we kind of, well, I mean, they're all over the place, but like Nulu and Remus. And
I think that this is a great segue into some news that came out this week that I really don't know much about. I kept getting tags and things that were like MGP, now Ross and Squibb, question mark?
Ross and Squibb, yep.
Caroline messaged me and was like, have they not read Harry Potter or something? Because of, I don't know, I guess it's like a deep reference.
It's not that deep. It's Filch. I got the reference.
Okay, well, I only read through the 4th book, so I didn't get it.
Yeah, the Filch.
I mean, I knew that it was from there, but I didn't.
He was non-magical, and they called non-magical people squibs.
Squibs, that's right.
So Ross and Squibb.
So it's not magical?
We got a press release, and if I had thought, I would have brought that up. But Squibb refers to an old distillery that was in connection with up there in Indiana, so they're paying tribute to that. And Ross, as in, you know, like Rossville Union.
Yeah. That makes sense.
MGP stuff. But just the Rossville Union and the Remus Repeal and all that will be listed as Ross and Squibb, and everything else that MGP is making is still just going to be known as MGP.
Or
MGP Distillery.
Source, because nobody lists it as
whatever. It'll say still just say
produced
Indiana.
Or distilled at and bottled at or whatever.
Yeah.
But I kind of think that it makes sense. But isn't it only like temporarily or something? I don't know what the deal is. I didn't read.
I don't think so.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I have not had a chance to read the whole thing yet.
Been busy.
We've been busy. But I think it makes sense. They kind of have to, like, if they're gonna start coming out with their own stuff, they do so much contract stuff. So if they're gonna start coming out with their own stuff, they feel like they kind of have to house it under.
I feel like this was more of a came down the pike from Lux Row. Because, you know, since Lux Row bought MGP, he was like, Lux Row has decided. So I don't know if this would have happened. No.
It was the other way
That's
around.
what I thought too, because they just seem so much bigger. But no, Lux Row.
Lux Co.
Lux Co, who owns Lux Row. And now MGP apparently.
Yes. So there's a little bit of wishy-washy news for you.
Go ahead there.
Oh, hello. Santiago TC13 says, have been really enjoying the Sunday Lives. Thank you. Last Sunday was crazy. It was. That's not a normal occurrence, but I hope you stick around. The Bourbon Wrench definitely earned a subscribe. Yes, Trev. Enjoying Yellowstone 2021 Ellie. Would love to try that.
Yeah.
And later trying a Booker's 2021 03. You know, I feel like
Both
we would
of us.
have a good time drinking together.
We're just so late on getting the Booker's releases. It makes me mad.
Yeah, well, it's not our fault. I mean, they just don't hit our area. And I haven't seen that Yellowstone
It's the distributor.
2021 available.
Actually got some irons in the fire for that. So.
Okay.
Cowbell, please.
Yes. A cowbell for you.
Thank you for that super chat. And whoa, looks like Eric's going to get a triangle.
A triangle. Thanks, Eric.
Whoa. Oh, sorry. Didn't do my patented motion. Eric saying, happy live Sunday. Penelope is a solid pour. Enjoying your channel? Cheers. Thank you, Eric.
Yeah, thank you.
Greatly appreciate
that. I'm also enjoying this. The proof is great,
Mm-hmm.
in my opinion. I like the kind of caramel apple-y pie thing that's going on, but it's not sweet like that. It just has some of those flavors.
Yeah.
Which I don't like it to be too sweet.
We tried another one when Takupa was over here, another Penelope. It was also barrel strength. I can't remember its bona fides. Maybe you can shout it out, Todd. But it was also really good, too. Really good, too. I thought MGP Luxco was a merger, not an acquisition. That's sort of what I was thinking, too. But the way this thing was worded, it felt more like, since Luxco bought MGP, we thought, but I don't know. I could just be reading.
You could be correct.
Into that. Yeah.
In fact, you probably are.
Yeah.
But because we're talking about MGP, and I know so many people have been posting about it this week, I just wanted to bring it up. Clearly, I need to learn more.
That is tasty.
It's very good.
Very
It's
good
also
for
working.
43 months.
I had a salad for dinner,
I mean, that's a little less than 4 years. Right? 40,
don't ask me to
48,
do math, Chad.
48,
yeah,
right?
a little less than 4.
A little less than 4. This is really good for less than 4 years.
I'm very happy about it.
Yeah. Just a little bit longer and they wouldn't have to put that on the label. If it's under 4 years, they have to
But I feel like,
put that.
But if it's sourced,
Yeah, even when it's
we
sourced.
can get there, right? I don't know.
Yeah, you can get there.
I like that they've been doing their own like blending stuff. So if you want to do a pick, you can do your own blend, which I think is really cool. So perhaps maybe one day we will be able to do that. That could be fun. You're gonna show more stuff.
Yes. This is now
gift.
the what's news part. This comes from Michael Meyer, and it is a $2.91. You may have seen this posted on our Instagram here recently. $2.91 barrel proof single barrel Colorado bourbon finished with aspen wood staves. Hey, much like the Hog Back right there.
I guess.
Right? This one the writing kind of came off. I think it's around 127.7.
That's what it looks like. 127.7. That's
And I haven't looked into it.
a lot.
Bottle 5 of 49, so I feel like maybe they're using smaller barrels. And then this one is an American whiskey. It's also barrel proof single barrel though. And it's also aspen stave finished. 128.4, or that could be a 9. But bottle 41 of 46. So
small
yeah.
releases. Interesting.
Small releases. Super chat.
Lovely. Oh, hello, Randall. Thank you. And says, is Rebel Cask Strength worth $50? Rebel Cask Single. Sorry.
If it's
Can't read.
picked by a good picking team, yes, absolutely. Like the one that we just picked.
Oh, yeah.
It's available to our patrons.
My brain literally just took so many minutes to make...
Softball right over
understand.
the plate.
Wow, Chad.
Yeah. Let's just advertise.
Is this a good time to talk about Patreon again? No. We did do picks.
No, yes.
And we were very happy with our first round of picks, and so we signed up to do another round of picks from there to do another Rebel.
Next year.
So it'll be like a full year from now. We just released them a few weeks ago. So if that tells you how we feel about it, we feel pretty good.
Yeah.
We liked them.
We like them a lot. We did a Ezra Brooks and a Rebel. And then from David, Michelle and I are big fans of your works. Thanks for being such wonderful bourbonites.
Thank you so much.
You all.
See,
Cowbell for both of you all.
I will do that. I gotta say, Chad.
Yes.
So, we recently decided to channel some of our creativity into some TikToks. And I have to say, it's a different audience out there in that realm. Look, you guys are so sweet. Your positivity, like, it's always appreciated, but I think maybe I took it for granted just a little bit because some of those TikTok comments are
new audience.
So mean.
Yeah.
I can't help but laugh. Someone said, I made a video and they were like, she can come to the meeting. I'm like, it's my meeting.
she's leading the meeting. See, Kyle's talking
about bourbon.
Kyle's talking about Saved by the Bourbon. That's one of our picks. Thank you.
Thank you,
Kyle.
Thanks, Kyle.
Michelle
says it's finally cooling down enough for us to enjoy some of our heftier bourbons and ryes. I think the first will have to be the Parker's Heritage Heavy Char Rye that we just got our hands on. Can't wait. What a treat. Oh, my very good.
Yes. And then we have another one here from Brian. Saying, the assassins. Oh, what?
For Asians, the best compliment is not very sweet.
I said that as assassins. I was like, that's not right. For Asians, the best compliment when we're talking about is not very sweet. Oh,
who knew?
Cool.
I didn't know. Well, I think bourbon is perceived in the global whiskey community as being sweet, which I get, but like that's kind of what I was like raised on. Yeah. So to me, it just tastes like good whiskey.
I'll hold this for the cowbell for both of those super.
But I know that a lot of international whiskey drinkers always say bourbon is just too sweet, like candy. So I don't know. I guess I get where that comes from because I can have stuff that's like overwhelmingly sweet. So I like a good balance. Maybe that's why I like higher proofs. It's because I feel like it balances out the sweetness for me. I don't know.
Just to find the proof houndiness.
I can't. Look, I always say, know thyself, right? I know that I'm a proof hound, and people will be like, well, what's wrong with this 90 proof thing?
Nothing.
Honestly, absolutely nothing, and I would happily drink it.
Nothing.
But if you give me access to an unlimited supply of bourbon and ask me what I want to drink today, right now, and for a special occasion or whatever, I'm going to pick the thing that I find most delicious, and it might not be 90 proof.
Would you say that to someone who eats the hottest flavor of wings? I mean, actually, I have. I'm like, what are you doing? Why are you eating the hottest flavor of wings? Don't you want to taste your wings?
I think everyone should drink what they want.
Yeah, it's different with whiskey. Up next, we have Fiddler. This is, let's see, was this this is a single barrel pick from DW Whiskey Society. This is Georgia Heartwood single barrel cask strength.
Intriguing.
57.8% ABV. And this comes to us from Tom. And if you want to know, follow him on Instagram. He is Sparty_on_bourbon.
Sparty on bourbon.
With underscores.
Underscores in between spaces.
Fiddler. We haven't had this before.
Thank you, Tom.
Bourbon whiskey refined with hand-harvested charred oak stave. So it sort of sounds like a 46 situation, kind of. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Weeded and repeated. Oh, so apparently...
Catchy.
Never chill filter or add color, obviously. ASW Distillery, Atlanta, Georgia. So, looking forward to this one as well.
Scott Paisley says you need TikTok mods. Is that a thing?
I don't know.
Some things I was just like, I'm not even going to respond to that because I don't feel the need to defend myself. They were like, oh, look, another girl who thinks she knows about bourbon. I was like, sir, I don't know how to tell you this. But okay.
Let's try one of Joey Tony's ones here.
Also, I try not to think about myself like that too much.
Right.
Because I never, ever would I ever call myself an expert. We're just two enthusiasts who've had a lot of practice.
There you go.
And still not enough practice because new things come out every day that I've never seen and tried. So. It's
like this.
On a journey, learning together.
Like Dexter 3-Wood. This is straight bourbon whiskey.
Which holds a special place in our heart, even though we've never tried it.
Yeah.
It better be good.
Finished with 200-year oak, maple wood, and cherry wood. So this is just a little bit over 100 proof. It's 100.6. And I got this up in Louisville for about $64 after tax. So... We shall see. But, Dexter. That's new.
It is new. What else is...
I'm really excited
about this one, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Peerless Double Oak.
Very excited about it. We got to try it at the Kentucky Bourbon Festival, and we were very happy about that.
Very happy.
Well, can we open it? Well, we'll try this first. Oh, that's good.
Oh boy, this is some of the malt stuff that he was talking about. So
talk about green apple and pear.
How would you
tell us what this is?
Woodbay?
Woodbay?
Woodbay Island Distillery Bunker.
Island or Isla? Oh no, Island.
Island, not Isla. Distillery Bunker Rye 90 proof. There's one in here that says caution on it.
Somebody said that's dark. Oh, you're talking about this. I thought you were just being sarcastic. This is very apple and pear.
So this is barrel proof. It's double oaked. It's 107.1 proof.
But that's not what we're drinking right now.
Now we're drinking right now. Got this at Justin's House of Bourbon for like $80. Mm-hmm. And
which I heard it was like a really good deal.
Yeah.
Supposedly,
it's a lot more at the distillery, I think.
Yeah.
And lastly, for what's news, there's a lot new.
There's a lot new.
Remus Repeal.
It's that time of year.
5 is getting a lot of hype, a lot of talk. We were lukewarm about 4.
Yeah.
Which kind of made us think, like, is other people who handle MGP better than when MGP themselves handle it? But maybe that was just sort of an off batch.
An off batch.
So yeah, Remus Repeal 5, 100 proof.
I'm really excited about that Peerless though.
And this is
I want to try that too.
Oh wow, 9% of a 2005 bourbon, 5% of a 2006 bourbon, 19% of a 2006 bourbon, 13% of a 2008 bourbon, and 54% of a 2008 bourbon, all ranging from 21% rye to 36% rye. Mash bill bourbon.
Okay.
So yeah.
Scott Pigsley says that the batch 5 is way better than the batch 4.
Yeah, that seems to be the consensus.
Ray says he just picked up the 5 today. Whiskey Food Travel Reviews says the 5 is amazing. The Junkies love 5, says Michael. Mm-hmm. Which, and they said Edward says it slaps, which honestly is a great compliment. I can't wait to try it. I'm very excited.
Yeah, we had a little trouble finding it. Finally found it. Also at Justin's.
I'm not sure about this.
Picked it up Saturday.
It's very pear.
Yesterday. That was yesterday, wasn't it, man?
What?
Yeah, pear.
Where am I?
It's sort of like a liqueur smelling.
A little bit.
Type of thing.
There's some sort of like a herbal, almost licorice note in there too.
Whoa.
Herbal,
Appley.
tea, apple.
Mint, though. Goes
Minty.
into a mint.
This tastes like a very herbal tea.
Mm-hmm.
That is like some blend of herbs and spices or whatever.
Herbs and
that
spices.
you've
11
not
herbs and
had.
spices.
I don't know how many there are that I've never had before. Yeah, minty.
Interesting.
Like...
Hey, Whiskey Crusaders in the chat.
Weirdly,
What's up,
like
Matt?
maybe cilantro, which is so strange, but
Cilantro.
herbal in that way.
There's sort of a candy element to it, like a lozenge.
See, I think that's what I was thinking when I said licorice, but that wasn't right. I think like cough drop is good description.
Eucalyptus-y,
yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's actually helping my throat feel better.
Yeah, your throat. I mean, it's just the weather.
It's the weather and
Traveling
and talking loud over loudness.
Yes, it'll get you. I mean, I think that
It's different.
It is different.
I like that about it.
Obviously, I love trying new things. Wouldn't normally pick this, right, for myself. But I love trying stuff like this. Mm-hmm. It's fun. Because, like, the flavors that I just described are not anything that we get in our, like, everyday selections.
And this is the perfect vehicle for it. A sample. So this is great. Great. Because of that. How's she doing? Ricola! Yeah.
I thought it was funny. I had to do it. Thanks, Devin.
Oh, Ray got himself a bottle of Rabbit Hole Race King today. Buckle your seatbelts.
Buckle it on up.
Ray.
And if the first sip is almost jarring because it's so different, so like give yourself some time with it and then come back to it again, because I think it's one of those that kind of unfolds.
It takes you on a journey.
It's a journey, yeah.
Even on the third sip, you're still like, well, hold on.
But see, like, that's what I love about stuff like that.
Very complex.
Is that when things are that complex and you get to spend time with them, and every time you taste it, it's something different, right? I love that type of stuff.
Hey, thank you, Alex.
Alex, what a compliment. Thank you so much.
Thank
You're
you
so
for finding
kind.
us. And I totally get this Joseph Prezo reference to Hank Williams
Old school,
Jr.
yes.
Are you ready for some football? Yeah. What are we going to try next, Sarah?
I mean, do you want to open that Peerless or do you want to go for another sample?
Trying to think.
Or should we try the finished thing and then do the Peerless? Or the other way around?
I don't know. Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Well, you got to make a decision.
The thing... Please wait while I ponder for 5 minutes.
Devin votes Peerless.
Yeah, well, to be very transparent with you guys, I was thinking, would the Peerless be like a Friday produced episode with all the, fancy camera work and all that jazz? But I do think it is pretty located to Kentucky right now.
Oh, allocated.
So
there's a lot of votes for either the Peerless or the Remus.
And we could always pull it out of this video and release it as a separate video. Could do that.
I feel like there's equal votes for Peerless and Remus. So
the Remus is more widely...
I have a suggestion.
Is more widely available, though.
Are you going to hate me?
Yeah, but what's up? I'm kidding.
What if we save the Hog Back, the finished, for another episode?
Uh-huh.
And we do the Peerless and the Remus? Are you going to be mad?
Because
I've looked at the October schedule, and we're not going to get to uncork those in October. So...
I mean, if I could squeeze out a midweek one or something, we'll do. How about?
He's gonna deny us.
No,
you guys. He's gonna. They
not gonna
want to
deny.
see it.
Not gonna deny. Maybe it is a one of the two.
I feel like I've seen a lot of both. I feel like I've seen a lot of both.
All right, tell you what. Let's start with the Peerless.
Okay.
And see where we go.
Okay.
Let's do it. Peerless. All right.
All right. So we did say that one first.
Yeah. This might be pulled out as a breakout episode.
So don't mind us if we're a little more professional.
So everyone on your best behavior.
I'll get distracted and read out a comment in the middle and...
It's Bourbon Night. Hello, I'm Chad.
I'm
Sarah. I'm not going to do that.
Good.
Peerless Double Oak Bourbon, Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. This is 107.1 proof.
Don't forget that 0.1.
If you are a ABV person, it's 53.55.
We did taste this at the Kentucky Bourbon Festival, and we were like, we like it. We want that.
Not chill filtered, strictly sweet mash, no water added, barrel proof. Look at this delicious brown label. I want to eat it.
It is like very chocolate.
Yeah, very
package reminiscent.
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Mm-hmm. I feel that.
Do the noisy part.
I'm excited about it.
There we go. All right, pause for cork pop.
Ooh.
All right, that's nice.
That is nice.
I like that. I like that.
I like their bottles.
Oh,
what are you doing?
I was trying to spin it.
I thought we were supposed to be professional today.
It's not a dreidel. Okay, here we go.
It's not.
No.
Why, thank you. That'll do.
Okay. We will probably backlog the super chats and do those.
This is very pretty. Yes, we will catch up on those in a minute.
So dark. This is so dark.
I feel like it needs a second.
Where the hell did that go? Oh, there it is.
You threw it.
Yeah, I did.
There, you do it. I don't want to.
All right, 107.1. They have a low barrel entry proof. It's 103 proof.
Which I love, and I would love to get different distillers or like industry people on camera talking about what they perceive to be as the benefits of one way or the other.
Sure.
Because people who will make the case for low barrel entry proof, they make a great case.
Yeah.
Which is that
it retains less water
added up front.
In this case, no water added at the end. So just retaining more of the purity of the spirit, really.
Just less dilution overall.
Yeah.
Did we say that right? No water added up front?
Yeah. Because if you distill at 160, you can't enter the barrel more than 125. So you're going to have to cut it down to 125 to go into the barrel. And then, say if it's... This is why 80 proof is such a heartbreaker sometimes. Because... So they cut it, say they're doing 160 off the still, 125 legally is the max into the barrel, so then they cut it down with water then comes out of the barrel. It could have risen, it depends on where it was stored in the warehouse. Then they had to add more water to get it down to the barely legal 80 proof, and then by that point it's like, what?
How much water's in there?
And then it's chill filtered, so the fatty acids are stripped away. And it's
not in every case.
Not in every case, but in
when that's added in, we're just taking things away from the spirit. So, anyways, if you buy into that, I think it's a really interesting point. And I think when you taste things that have low barrel entry proof, they definitely have a unique flavor.
Well, here's a good example.
Michter's also does. Low barrel entry.
I was completely thinking of Michter's when I said 103. This is Peerless.
I'm
not. I don't think Peerless is 103, so I'm sorry for misspeaking. Michter's is 103. Peerless, I feel like is a lower. I want to say maybe it's 110.
I think that what when I thought of it, I was like, I think it's 110.
Yeah, but
it's been about a year and a half since I've taken a tour there, so
not in the brain box right now. So that's anecdotal. But I feel like it is a lower barrel entry proof.
I just think that would be a great little video just to get both sides of the argument, because I think people take a stance.
Well,
bigger distilleries, like you said, they get more out of it. You add more water, you get more yield, more bottles.
I mean, Makers does that, and they're doing a DNA series.
I'm so excited for the DNA series.
Four ones where it comes out. It's 110 the next bottle, 115 next bottle, 120 next bottle, 125.
Yes,
it's the last one to show like. Hey, isn't 110 the best?
Oh, is that the point? I didn't heard that.
The barrel entry point, yeah. So we'll see. Nose-wise, it's very floral, but not like a Four Roses floral. Like literally smelling a flower.
I've just been sitting here drinking it.
Oh, okay.
It's so good. I haven't been talking about it because we were talking about some other stuff.
107. That might be right, Ray.
It does
107.
I think that's
barrel
right.
Entry.
Thank you.
And Scott
is confirming.
Okay, 103 Michter's. So here, for the edit. So it's how the sausage is made, people.
Don't mind us.
So Peerless, they have a lower barrel entry proof of 107 proof. So this one being 107.1, it just barely rose and rosen. It barely got higher.
Not rosen.
I'm like making up words. In the barrel for this barrel proof.
It is a little floral. It's got nice some wood notes, some floral notes.
Yeah, definitely the wood notes.
A little earthy, but also some like dark syrup, like brown sugary. Hiding in the background though, because it's not overly sweet.
Caramel, like a drizzle on a dessert type of thing. But yeah, the barrel.
I get a lot of barrel influence and a little earthiness.
Cocoa.
Yes, cocoa.
Definitely
I think
the earthiness.
It's got some nice, like the sweet counterbalanced by earthy wood notes and all that. Yeah. So I like that. And the mouthfeel, it brings a little bit of a spicy heat for a 107, but I think it has a good mouthfeel. It's pretty oily.
It is. I mean, that's that non-chill filter.
I'm still getting a finish right now. I'm getting like chocolate and a little cinnamon and pepper.
Chocolate and berries. I feel like it's sort of on the dessert.
It is definitely on the dessert end of the spectrum.
Like a chocolate and berry flambe with some confectionery sugar sprinkled on at the end
But I think as like the finish concludes, it's more. I get more.
Chocolate,
oak and char and chocolate on the finish, and it's still going right now.
You getting that little peanut butter?
I'm not.
No, or nuttiness. There is some nutty. I feel like there is some nuttiness in the finish. Might not be peanut butter. Might be more like a roasted peanut.
different on this one. I think it's like almost like a bitter baking chocolate up front, but it like there's so much other stuff going on. I like that. Normally I don't like bitter baking chocolate to eat, but in the mix with everything else that's going on here with like the caramely brown sugar, I don't know. I want to call it butterscotch, but it's not quite that. It's just like I think brown sugar pie is the same as butterscotch pie, but it's like a brown sugar pie.
Yeah. Sort of like a brown derby.
I'm very happy with this. Honestly, if it was, I don't know what I know what we paid for this. I don't know what the price is out in the world, but like if it was someone's first experience with Peerless, I might point them here because I really like it a lot.
I mean, $80 for a double oak when Peerless is normally at the, $100 level.
I have to write this down. Sorry. So someone asked the other day, it was either an email or something, but it was basically like, if someone likes Woodford double oaked, what would you recommend for them? And I think my answer was, gosh, I should have written it all down. I know that Maker's Private Select, because like the suspended staves are interesting. This would go on that list. And then there was something else. I feel like I wrote it down, but I'm going to write it down now.
Yeah, this finish really sticks around. It really, I mean, of the night, I feel like is given one of the heartiest Kentucky hugs. It really seems to just sort of localized here in the middle. Was it 1910 they're asking?
Yes. 1910 was the other potential suggestion.
Yeah.
I have to try that because I think 1910 has a little more fruit.
Yeah.
But I'm going to try it. If anyone else has any suggestions, I'd be open to it. Oh, Albert says Old Forester 1910. Oh, look at all of you. Look at all of you.
Yeah, Beam Double Oak.
Yeah. I want to help people find, like, if you like this, then try this. Because I think that that's maybe where I wouldn't say our content is lacking, but I think that's an avenue that maybe we haven't explored too much. And I think we could make shorter form content that's, like, helping people find their point A to point B, right? Their next stepping stone.
Yeah.
And I like that idea, so.
Yeah, I'm super happy with this one for the price, for the proof, everything.
Would buy again.
I gotta give.
Would buy it again.
Big fat recommend. In fact, kind of sad we can get 2 bottles for ourselves.
Well, that just means there's another bottle out there for somebody else.
Yeah, there is.
To discover.
And I hope you get it.
And hopefully, because it's so good, it will be successful, and we will be able to get another bottle soon.
Yeah.
So.
Ooh, okay.
Lovely. I'm very happy about this. Highly recommend.
All right.
Just a treat for the senses.
Let's get caught up on these super chats.
Let's
Saw
do
a
it.
lot come through, and we
Well, I drank it
appreciate
all.
that.
How am I supposed to
Well,
super?
you can pour yourself some more if you want.
I could.
Okay.
I mean, maybe just a splash. Are you guys gonna be mad? I'm not gonna be mad.
Making sure I go back far enough.
Boop. Just a little bit.
And we will start with
Francisco. So fun to say. Says, I got 2 bottles of Remus 5 because the Bourbon Junkies hyped the hell out of it. Would like your opinion to validate my purchase. Well.
There you go.
Ask him. No, he did ask you.
He did.
I think we should do it.
JG877 Mash Now says, Chad, no denying Sarah. I want both. 877 Mash Now.
It is my birthday week, so
that's true. Now,
should I pull that card?
Next week's live will be your birthday,
my birthday live.
Yeah.
I'm not energy space after last week.
Not with a barrel pick tomorrow morning.
And a barrel pick tomorrow
going
morning.
to do a birthday
No.
live stream. Then we have Andrew Stone saying, what does number indicate on your crystal Glencairn glasses?
The number of glasses.
No.
What?
No.
No?
What does number indicate on your... are you referring to the 5-year anniversary Glencairn, the cut crystal Glencairn?
Well, I think that's pretty straightforward, and those are sold out. So when you hit the drop-down menu on the site, it says number.
Oh, you're talking
instead
about
of like
a website
color,
question.
size, whatever.
I got you.
Number is how many do you want? So we sell
And then it adjusts
singles,
the price. You
set
get
of 2, set of 4.
You get a little break for 2 and another break for 4.
The more you get, the price break.
Yeah.
You get the.
Yep. Yep.
Because, So, I hope that answers your question well.
And Sean Dobbins.
Just like, what does the number indicate? It says 5-year anniversary. Those are sold out.
Yeah, they are. I kind of.
But we did get more cut crystals. They're not the 5-year anniversary ones, but
they're on the site now, actually.
They are on the site now.
I've got 2 other Peerless Double Oak store picks as well, and all 3 are amazing. Also have a pour of the Remus 5 ready just in case.
Wait, I want to do a double oak store pick.
I talked to them about that at the Bourbon Festival, and they said we can make that happen.
I think that we should make that happen.
Absolutely.
We'll find out.
And then Randy.
Thank you for asking. She's doing so much better.
She I feel like has made a full recovery.
A full recovery.
Yeah.
Yeah, her tummy is all better.
No more just a big triangle for all those
No more
super
vet
chats.
visits this week, so that's been good.
We're
leaving because we're relieving because we're about to have a couple of travel dates,
right.
And so I don't like to leave her. I won't leave her when she's not feeling good.
Thank you.
But kind of you to inquire. That's just my little baby.
That's good. Nom 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 nom. That's good.
I like it so much.
Definitely a cold weather.
Okay, so
bourbon,
Gotta say, like when it comes to, I know we get to nominate I think a little bit, but when it comes to like the best of the Bourbon Night Awards, like
newcomer,
sure, or finished. I mean, is it considered? It's
a
finish.
It's double oaked.
Double oaked. That's a finish.
Secondarily oaked,
which is a finish.
I suppose. I don't know.
That's another argument I would like to get different people's takes on.
Yeah.
Just do like the on the street type of interviews.
It's still like, what law is it breaking? It can only touch newly charred oak barrels. Or containers, honestly.
Containers. Could be a box.
So if it's...
Could be a bucket.
Double barreled, as long as it's not any type of a finishing barrel, if it's still just a newly charred oak barrel, what about that makes it...
Okay, well... let's take this offline.
Take it offline?
But I would say...
We'll punt this?
I would put this in like a best newcomer category. Or finish, whichever one we land on.
I mean, I guess. Even though we don't have clean Glencairns for this review.
How do you guys feel about that? I mean, there's some right there. I can see them.
Yeah, I guess we could go get those.
I'm wearing sweatpants, so don't mind me. I went for full comfort today because it's been raining all day. And you guys know how it goes. You just want to be snuggly.
You do. You do. TNT, we're dynamite. Super chat saying, what a treat. We just purchased a Peerless double out on Tuesday at the distillery. Now we're able to taste it first time with you. It was awesome. Well, thanks for sharing that with us. That's great. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Oh, I thought of another suggestion for the Woodford, if you like Woodford double oak. I think Nulu toasted barrel. Or maybe the Elijah Craig toasted, which is harder to find. But I'm coming up with ideas.
Sure. Yeah.
I'm brainstorming. Help me brainstorm.
Remus Repeal Batch 5. This is a 100 proof straight bourbon whiskey. This is the 2021 medley. As I said, from a 2005 bourbon up to a 2008 bourbon, there is 5 different percentages: 9, 5, 19, 13, and 54%.
Did you read this before?
I did.
I blanked out then too.
All of a 21 or 36% rye. So these are all pretty high rye bourbons mixed in here. So let's see how it is.
I feel better because are we going to do this as a separate video?
We might.
Oh. So I should not speak.
What? Go super off topic? Well, this part I cut out anyway.
Oh, okay.
This is just the noisy.
I feel better because Swan said he also wore his sweatpants today at work, so he was also super comfy. It just rained all day. It was nasty, and I just needed to be comfortable.
Yeah. There we go. Pause for cork pop.
Also, I had pancakes for breakfast, which is not normal.
Nice. Nice pop.
Pop. Okay, I'll stop now.
No, you're good. How about that? You can have more if you like. Of course.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I think I'll probably should stick to what I have in my glass because we got a big day tomorrow.
If you can't properly evaluate it, there's a lot more right here.
Thank you. I think I can manage.
Yes.
All right, I'm kind of excited. You guys have really hyped this up. And, I mean, if the Bourbon Junkies also hyped it, I feel like that's saying a lot. So I'm a little nervous to meet him.
Getting a lot of hype across the board.
Okay, the first thing, and I think it just needs a second in the glass.
Sweet peach tea.
Cantaloupe.
Cantaloupe. Okay, yeah. I see that too.
But I think it's even coming back to the second one, it was less. I think it's just...
Cantaloupe, melon.
Needs some time for a second to become its true self. Some people get mad about the swirling. That's fine. We literally have gone to distilleries where they will literally put an aerating thing in there.
Yeah.
Just to agitate it. So if... I mean, they make it. So if it's good enough for them, it's good enough for me.
Well, they don't always make it.
Whew. Got in there too much that time.
Yeah. Cantaloupe, melon. Also get a tea note.
Tea, yes. Lemony.
A little citrus. Not really getting the high ryness, just from the nose. Yeah.
No. We have a hello from Norway.
Hello,
That's
Norway.
Nice.
How are you?
See, now I'm getting more of like the darker notes coming through. I'm gonna sip it.
It's light and airy. It's definitely one of those, like, yeah. Woo. Bright. Bright for sure. Fruity.
It's
fruity floral.
Kind of got both sides, though.
But sweet. But also barrel.
Yeah, the barrel is like holding it down, but it does have some brighter notes. Yeah, I do this, and it's like my version of the like tasting wheel, the flavor wheel in some space that doesn't exist. So ignore me. See, now come back to the nose again, though, because I don't get cantaloupe at all. It's definitely more...
It's darker. The brightness is sort of
dark
subside,
sugars.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Molassesy. Nice.
Yeah.
Almost reminds me of, like, I use agave syrup in some stuff, and it kind of reminds me of that type of a sweetness.
Mm-hmm. I mean, there's a bit of a, just a real simple bourbon cocktail type of flavor to it. Like an old-fashioned. All right, second sip.
The oak notes are coming through much more with that same syrup. And it's really nice. And it's got just enough heat and spice. It's not too aggressive, but it's there. It's balancing out the sweet.
Uh-huh. Well, I'll tell you what. I think I would experience this differently if it were the first pour of the night. Here at the, going on hour mark of our live, having had 120, 107, higher proof stuff, this 100 is, in that regard, a tiny bit lacking.
What you're saying is you chose the wrong order.
Well, I wasn't planning on doing this tonight, Sarah.
Oh.
I was strong-armed by the mob.
Yeah, well.
So, all that to say is I think we should revisit this on a fresh palate. Because right now I am really liking it.
I like it.
I like the brightness.
I think it has a nice...
The fruitiness with the barrel notes.
It's got like a fruity floral barrel syrup kind of juxtaposition.
Still not getting a whole
lot
of rye.
There's a little, like, tannic. I think there's some spice.
Yeah, there's definitely spice, but not like...
It's not overwhelming.
Not like that 36% Hog Back.
No, but that literally tasted like, I mean, it was minty. It was evergreen tree, peppery.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, to be honest with you, coming off of the Peerless Double Oak to this guy, not fair.
Chad feels like he cannot make a fair assessment on it. I feel like
all I know is I like it.
So my feelings right now are I like it, and I've given you my initial notes.
Yeah.
That, by the way, if we're going back to the beginning, my cantaloupe note from the nose, totally gone, which is why I think some things deserve a minute or two in the glass to just
for sure
become what they were meant to be.
I mean,
especially on a fresh porch.
Yeah. If this were a non-live uncorking, we would talk about it on the first couple sips, and then we would cover it up with a lens, and then 10 minutes later come back and, see how it's opened up in the glass. We're not going to sit here for 10 minutes and...
I also just don't think, Kimber makes a good point. It's just not fair to put this or the double oak next to each other. Not because one outshines the other, but because apples and oranges, right? We've got a double oaked, 107 proof, super desserty. And then this one's got a little bit more spice and is 100 proof and just not the same flavor notes, not finished or double oaked, whatever. We have not decided how to finish that discussion. So it being also the sixth whiskey of the night.
Right.
It deserves its own moment.
There was a question about the MSRP. It looks like, excuse me, looks like it is $89.99 MSRP, which is about what we paid for this. We paid just a tiny bit more. But it's super popular.
Yeah. So, verdict is I
do like it.
We like it initially.
I do completely agree with Kimber that it's not fair for this 100 proof whiskey to come off a 107 double oak whiskey.
And to also be the sixth thing of the night.
Sixth thing of the night is more accurate than the double oak, I feel like. But initial at the end of the night of drinking type of thing, it is tasty.
I like it.
I definitely like it. I can tell more than the 4. So the 5, I mean, right now, until further investigation, I dig.
Yes.
I dig.
I agree. But we will revisit. So. There we go.
There we go.
We've had some comments. I know because we were doing that little mini episode within an episode. I saw North Florida Outdoorsman said, do you guys read all the comments? We try to read all the comments, but it's also, we're very thankful and fortunate enough to have more comments than we can read in the amount of time that we have.
Yeah, there's 327 in here right now.
We don't read all the comments, but we try to read all the comments.
We do read all the super chats, which, speaking of...
Definitely do.
Tony Joey Bag of Donuts.
Yes. Says, hello! Oh, go ahead.
Chad and Sarah, go for it.
I seek your wisdom. How do you know what recipe a Four Roses single barrel non-store pick is?
Oh, if it's just the off-the-shelf, I always forget.
You always forget. I always forget, too.
Is it OBSV?
I think it is. OBSV is what I want to say. Yeah, I think it's OB, not OE. But please tell us if we're wrong. He's going to look that up, and we will come right back to that question. In the meantime...
And I've heard Brent tell us
so many times
before.
But the thing is we don't normally buy that bottle much. We have some, but what do we?
It doesn't say on the bottle is the thing.
Oh no.
Yeah.
But he's told us.
He has told us.
Glenn and Kathy say it is OBSV.
Okay.
So,
that's what I was thinking.
And Lando agrees. Second, OBSV. That's what I thought, but I did not want to tell you wrong.
Tales out of school.
OBs are my favorites. Chad we did a whole tasting of every single one.
And that night you leaned more E. Oh, yes. Yeah, the E's.
And then I like, for the last letter, V's and Q's are funky. K's are pretty good.
Mm-hmm. K's can really surprise you.
O's. I also like OBSOs.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Well, thank you, Joey.
A lot of letters.
There you go. And thank you, chat,
for coming to the rescue several times tonight.
Yeah. As you always do.
Was that it? Did we get anything else?
No, that was it.
Oh, North Florida Outdoorsman. Don't apologize. It's just we've got lots of questions. We try to get to everyone, but...
For sure.
I mean, I would love a day when I could read every single comment out loud and give everyone a moment, but...
Yeah.
You know how it goes. We only have an hour, and nobody wants to watch me read for an hour.
Swan is also saying if you do a 100 proof pick, it's also OBSV. Yeah, he's got a great one.
Yeah.
So there you go. Yeah.
Glenn and Kathy say they like OESVs more. Nick agrees with you. OE over everything. Not that you think that it's over everything, but that's the way you
that
really...
night, yeah, I was...
For me, it's bees. I think I'm in the minority based on this comment thread, you know?
Well,
OESK seems to be the
Yeah.
the winner.
OESK, yeah, there's a good one. Oh, I want 4 roses.
Well,
All right.
we can't have anything else tonight.
No.
We have to go
Yeah.
sleep so that
We
we
have
can
an early morning barrel pick of Bullet single barrel. It'll be available several months down the road, but it'll be available first and foremost to our Patreon community, as they all are. We've done like 15 picks this year so far, and
we will have at the end of the year. We will have done 15.
And we scheduled more.
Working on more for next year.
Hey, Whiskey Brazil saying just bought hoodie from your website. Very good one.
This is honestly, I know that it's our hoodie. It has the classic logo on it.
Mm-hmm.
This is my favorite hoodie that I own.
Yeah.
Like, and I've paid.
That's pretty awesome.
I don't know. It's so cozy.
Oh, it's Brian's birthday.
Happy birthday! I don't have anything left in my glass otherwise. Way to have this.
And Randall, has Elijah Craig Barrel Proof become $100 plus now? I did hear that they were raising the MSRP. I think it might be up to 80 now.
You want to know what happened? Too many people said, why would I buy that $100 bourbon when I could buy an Elijah Craig Barrel Proof? And then they were like,
yeah, I want to say
I'm
raised
just kidding.
up
That's not what happened.
to $79.99 if I'm remembering right. But of course, most places don't sell it for MSRP if they don't have to, if it's not a controlled state. So they'll, if it went up $20 more for them, it'll go up 40 more for whatever they had it for sale.
We usually see it for about 80.
Yeah, and that was before the hike. So yeah, it's probably going to be $100 plus now for most people.
No!
Yeah.
But it's so good.
Yeah.
Tyler wants to know if it's going to outprice itself like the Booker's. I mean, I guess it just depends on what you're looking for. Some people would still agree that it, even at a price hike, would be better than a lot of limited releases from other distilleries. And they would rather go with the...
Yeah, because...
No, like, it's almost a guarantee.
Jim Beam just gets overlooked and gets crapped on because it's Jim Beam. So, Knob Creek and Booker's never... Yes, they're popular, but Booker's always got hate for the price increase, even when it wasn't them raising the price. Elijah Craig Barrel Proof is like Blanton's to taters. Like, it's, it can do no wrong. So,
I think it's to everyone, though.
Well, yeah.
Not everyone. Obviously, not everyone agrees on
But I
everything.
was trying to do, like, an analogy.
I got you. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I interrupted your analogy.
No, you're fine. So, I feel like they'll be like, yeah, it sucks, but it's still underpriced. It's so damn good. A 12-year barrel proof that can sometimes, not lately, but sometimes be up near hazmat levels, or in previous years above hazmat is...
But I think it's a solid
a magical
investment.
thing.
Even if it is $100,
Yeah.
it's more of a solid investment of that $100 versus on some other distilleries with limited releases where you're not familiar, they don't have a track record like Elijah Craig Barrel Proof does.
Exactly.
It's more of a gamble with that $100. So it's
like
really...
People see Booker's more as a gamble.
Right. And in recent years, I think we've discovered that even, which is why we get them all so that we can tell you about them. Let's see. Someone said, Zachary Jones said, $100 is now the budget price. And like, I don't know if I agree that it's the budget price, but I really like your comment because I think it reminded me that I've had a hard time lately when someone comes to me and says, hey, I want to get a bourbon for a friend or a family member or like my boss or whatever. And I have $70 and I need it by next week. What should I get? or like $80. I want to spend $80. I have a really hard time. It's either like I know a bunch of stuff at $50 or under or $60 and under that I would say buy, or $100 at least and over. But there's this middle weird world where it's like, okay, if it's an Elijah Craig Barrel Proof before price hike, affordable, great price, or great pick for that price, but where are you going to find it in a week? You're not, unless you already have, like, you know what I mean? I think there's this weird gap between like 60 or 70 and $100. That's just like this weird black hole. I don't know. What do you guys think? I mean, that's where this guy falls. So
yeah, around $100.
I think that it's just strange, you know? People have like $75 price limit.
I mean, yeah,
they want something special, but
$100 out there for a 100 proofer, or $100 out there for a barrel proof. That's not that age, and we say this all the time, not that age is everything, but a 12-year age stated barrel proof, it's like, yeah, there's lots more examples of things that are even more expensive that are not age-stated and lower in proof. So
Tyler Thompson, man after my own heart, says Old Forester 1920. That's usually my recommendation.
Yeah.
Is like, it's going to be close to what you want to spend, and I know you can go out and get it. Normally, I would just be like, have you tried Rare Breed? But it's usually when I say, if someone's got a budget of $80 and I say, here's something for $45, they're like, well, I want to... It needs to be a gift that costs more than that. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Because it's good, but...
Yeah.
And, like, I'm not at all saying that Rare Breed should cost more, so don't quote me on that. That's not what I said.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
We're 10 minutes over time. And we have an early morning of, like, what? I gotta get up. Oh, so early. I don't want to say how early I think is early, because most of you will be like, do you know what time I get up for work? I'm not going to tell you.
Yeah.
It's probably a regular time.
Yeah, regular time. But thanks for hanging out.
North
What's
Florida Outdoorsman said, I just made a purchase with y'all. Appreciate y'all being genuine. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you.
I wouldn't
Appreciate
know
that.
who else to be but me.
That's
so,
at whiskeyambitions.com. That's where we
we
got all
just-
of our stuff.
new cut crystal Glencairns and some new candles out there. New
That's-
t-shirts coming very soon.
Yeah, new t-shirt designs coming.
We're so excited.
Got candles. Got a new candle, the fall candle.
Yes,
Right?
the fall candle.
There you go.
Very excited about it.
Cool.
All right.
All right, everybody.
Well, I hope if you do have to get up early, you get to bed soon and have a good night's sleep.
Yes, and thanks for watching.
Thank you so much for watching. We love you guys.
And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.